Sing is challenging.
Sing is demanding.
It's demanding emotionally and physically.
No one will ever tell you it's not stressful. It's incredibly stressful.
My thighs have never been as sore as they are after that first week of sing practice. You come off of that and you're aching when you walk to class.
It's considered the largest off-Broadway collegiate production, so as far as the collegiate world is concerned, there's nothing quite like Sing at any other school. What Baylor has is something unique that you don't see anywhere else.
I came to Baylor first and foremost for the academics. It's an amazing academic school. However, for me, the reason that Baylor's so special and what I've really gotten from it are the out-of-classroom experiences that help develop me.
Outside classroom experiences are important because they shape you and they make you. A lot of times it's not what you do in class that changes you and shapes your college experience. It's what you did outside of class, the people you met, the people who touched your lives, and more importantly, the lives you touched.
I loved Line Camp. I think that it's an incredible program that Baylor puts on, and it's something that definitely sets Baylor apart. That's definitely one of my fondest freshman memories. I made friendships in Line Camp that I still have. I think that was one of the first times that I felt at home and really realized that this is where I belong, and this is a place that I can't wait to become a part of.
Getting involved is so important. I could not preach that message enough, and that's what I would always tell my line campers and my welcome weekers and just everyone, that you have to find whatever group is perfect for you. It's going to look different for every student, and that's the beauty of Baylor. Is there's so many areas you can get involved. There's hundreds of student organizations just within student activities that you can choose to be a part of.
Having those experiences and those traditions make you more well-rounded. Then you develop that in college by doing more than just your schoolwork. College is so much more than just the degree you get at the end. It's the experiences you get to become a better you.
I stepped on campus before Welcome Week even began, and I instantly came into a family of 14 tenor saxophones in the band. What I soon learned was I was actually in a family of like 300 people that the marching band was. It's a group that we go to all the athletic events. It's been a blast, and it's something that I would never, ever change being involved in.
The first time I ran in the Baylor line, I think it was about 107 degrees, and we were the largest freshman class yet, and all of us were packed into one area. It's a loved tradition that Baylor has, and I think it's awesome to see that sea of yellow line jerseys run across the field and to be one of those.
I think the Baylor experience is different for everyone, but if I had had a full scholarship to go anywhere else in the country, in hindsight, I would have never chosen anywhere but Baylor. The experience here is life-changing.
When you look at Baylor or even go on a simple campus tour, you definitely feel a sense of community, and it really does feel like a community of love that surrounds all the students that go here.
It's this feeling where we're all one. We're all one, just like we talk about in church, how we're all one Christian body. Here, we're all one Baylor community.
The university is putting the road out for us to get involved in, and is allowing us to be involved with one another and build that sense of community. And I truly believe that that's what kind of ties all the Baylor students together. It's that idea of we're going to make our students work well together, knowing that when they send them out into the world, they're going to be working with people the rest of their life.
Everybody here wants you to make it, and everybody here wants to make it. We're not tearing each other down. We're all rooting for each other.
I've had professors like, hey, are you having a rough time? Why don't you come to my office and you can talk to me about it? I have a really great relationship with a professor I had from freshman year. She's my go-to professor whenever I have an issue or a life decision.
The Baylor professors here, not only do they know our names because we have smaller classes, but they know our hearts, and they're so willing to help. Even when they have to grade 300 tests, they're willing to sit down with you and go through yours. And that was beautiful to know that someone who doesn't know me cares.
At Baylor, with the way the School of Ed works, they get you into the classroom your very first semester that you sign up to work in the major. So you're getting to work one-on-one with a student in your kind of age level of study, which is huge. And then by your sophomore, junior year, you're working with small groups, you're interning every day, you're working in the classroom, you're building these relationships with these students, and you're really getting that hands-on experience. And then by your senior year, you're fully integrated into the classroom.
I do research in translational medicine, which is from the bench to the bedside, is the typical way of explaining it. So it's research that actually is applicable to medicine. And that's what being in the interdisciplinary core has taught me. It's looking at it as more than just science. It's science and medicine and science and people. And how can I make them come together to make a cure or make a device or to improve the quality of life for people.
My professor introduced me to the Isla Mujeres Ethnographic Field School in Isla Mujeres, Mexico. And when I went there, I was supposed to study dengue fever, which I did. I designed my own research on dengue fever to learn what the individuals there knew about the fever, how they tried to prevent it, so that the government could better combat the problem. But it was the best experience I've ever had. It's an experience I wouldn't trade for the world. And I think that trip, it changed how I looked at life.
My freshman year, I got involved with campus kitchens, which basically they prepare meals for different areas of need around the community, whether it's like a homeless shelter or a battered women's shelter or just kind of whatever area is in need. It's a small thing, but it's a huge thing for these people that are receiving on the other end. And I think that's something I've had to remember throughout the process, is that I can do these little things throughout the day and really just impact someone's life in a huge way.
Not only does my sorority provide opportunities like that, but Baylor does with Stepping Out. I've loved participating in that every year, and this year I got to help run it and be the leader of our group's Stepping Out. I think it's incredible that students at Baylor come together on a day like that and to give back to their community.
The summer after my freshman year, I was a member of Baylor Religious Hour Choir, BRH, and we got to go to Soria, Spain, and just volunteer with the people there and work with an ecumenical group. And I've never grown closer with a group of people in that amount of time as I did over that 2 weeks. Just worshiping together and serving together with such a great group of people was fantastic. And I thank Baylor for giving us the opportunity to go.
As a stage manager for Sing, my primary responsibility is keeping the technical direction of the show on pace. So that involves the lights and the sound and the special effects and all the hanging items and the props. All that put together, when the curtain comes down, there's 2 minutes backstage to set all that up for an act.
Sing has definitely just challenged me to kind of step out into the unknown and just kind of push myself to new limits. I never kind of expected what would happen during this experience to really happen.
Yes, it's time-consuming and demanding, but it's definitely all worth it in the end to be able to see all of the hard work you've been putting in for a year come to life on stage.
It's that idea that you're not alone. Even within your organization, you have a support structure of 1,800 other people working with you, for you, who want you to succeed. And that's what Sing is.
We were on stage singing How Great Thou Art, and every other performance I had tried to channel the emotion of, a farmer who's been without rain for so long has finally get it rain. And I just completely lost that and was just worshiping God for the experience that I've had here, just for everything that He's bestowed upon me, the chances that I've had to grow here at Baylor and meet people and learn. And I just completely forgot I was on a stage, honestly, and I just was worshiping.
Baylor just gives you an experience filled with so much more meaning than I could have expected. And at line camp, even just praying with every meal or worshiping with my fellow group was incredible.
It taught me that if I fall, there's going to be somebody to help me back up, because God has placed amazing people in my life.
That's probably the biggest thing Baylor's given me, is that confidence in myself. That true confidence that I don't need to be better or stronger. I know I'm okay with who I am. I'm okay with myself. I'm in a good place, and there's so much room for me to grow.
From the time I've kind of stepped on campus to now, it has changed me in every way. I know I'm not the same person I was coming into college.
When first coming to Baylor, I never would have guessed I would be directing the basketball band. I was just a tenor saxophone from the Woodlands, Texas, one of 300 members, a little dot on the field marching. And now I'm a director almost. So it's something that I never would have imagined ever happening. And it's something that I think my experiences at Baylor, especially through the marching band, have helped me get to.
Baylor gave me the opportunity to dream big. And it gave me the opportunity to do what I've dreamed because I came here, because I got that degree, because I was in that poetry group, because I was in that singing group, because I met the people that I've met, because my professors have touched my life. Baylor has changed my life, and it will change my children's life and my children's children's life, because the values and the morals that are instilled in you here don't die when you walk across the stage.
Coming to Baylor, I was a different person than I am now, and I'm a different person than I will be coming out of Baylor. But I also understand that I probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for the scholarship that Baylor provided. I understand that all that requires resources, and I understand that there are people that make that happen for me as a student.
They've given us more than just money, more than just a location. They gave us an experience that's completely irreplicable anywhere else in the world, I think.
Whether it be because of different facilities here on campus or different programs that people get to be a part of, I would just like to thank everyone who's made all of these different things at Baylor possible, because without them, it definitely wouldn't be as great as it is.
Every year, I see my donors that have allowed me to come here, and every year I thank them from the bottom of my heart, and I still don't feel like I've conveyed the gratitude that I have for them.
If I could just say thank you, I would say it a million times, and I only hope that I can one day be like them and continue to give back to this university, because I know what they have given has caused just some lifelong lessons for me and has ultimately changed me and molded me as a person in the best way possible.
When you donate here, you're changing lives. You're changing and shaping the Baylor experience. So if you ever thought your donation didn't really matter, that we didn't care, that we didn't appreciate you, we do, and I do. And I can only pray that I'll be so successful to do the same as you have done. As you have sown into my life, I will sow into others. This torch I will carry.